Welcome to Litrescue, where we dive deep into the world of literature.
Detailed summary of Emma by Jane Austen. Emma by Jane Austen is a novel that revolves around a young woman named Emma Woodhouse, who lives in the small English village of Highbury. Main characters: Emma Woodhouse, a clever, wealthy, and somewhat spoiled young woman who enjoys matchmaking. Mr. Knightley, Emma's close friend and a brother-in-law of her sister, who often advises and gently criticizes her. Harriet Smith, a sweet but naive girl of unknown parentage, whom Emma befriends and tries to help by finding her a suitable husband. Mr. Woodhouse, Emma's father, a kind but overly cautious and health-obsessed man. Frank Churchill, the charming and somewhat mysterious son of Mr. Weston, who is raised by his wealthy aunt and uncle. Jane Fairfax, a quiet and accomplished young woman who becomes a rival of sorts for Emma. Mr. Elton, the local vicar, whom Emma initially tries to match with Harriet, but who has his own ambitions. Plot summary: Emma is a 21-year-old woman who lives with her father in a large estate called Hartfield. She is wealthy, beautiful, and confident. After her governess, Miss Taylor, marries Mr. Weston, Emma takes credit for bringing them together and believes she has a talent for matchmaking. She decides to find a husband for her new friend, Harriet Smith, a girl of unknown parentage who is attending a local school. Emma convinces Harriet to reject a marriage proposal from a farmer, Robert Martin, thinking that Harriet can do better. Emma then sets her sights on Mr. Elton, a local vicar, as a potential match for Harriet. Mr. Elton's true intentions. Emma's plans backfire when Mr. Elton shows no interest in Harriet and instead proposes to Emma herself. Emma is shocked and realizes that she has misjudged the situation. Mr. Elton, feeling rejected and embarrassed, soon leaves for Bath and returns with a new wife, Augusta Elton, who is vain and socially ambitious. Frank Churchill and Jane Fairfax. Frank Churchill, Mr. Weston's son from a previous marriage, arrives in Highbury. He is charming and lively, and Emma is intrigued by him. Meanwhile, Jane Fairfax, a reserved and accomplished young woman, also arrives in town. Jane is staying with her aunt, Miss Bates, who talks endlessly about her niece. Emma feels a mix of admiration and jealousy towards Jane. Emma enjoys Frank's company and begins to think he might be a suitable match for her, though she isn't truly in love with him. Unbeknownst to Emma, Frank is secretly engaged to Jane Fairfax, but they are keeping it hidden due to his aunt's disapproval. The mystery unraveled. Throughout the story, Emma's actions lead to misunderstandings and complications. She continues to push Harriet toward inappropriate matches, while Harriet secretly falls in love with Mr. Knightley, who is Emma's close friend and confidant. Emma is oblivious to Harriet's feelings and only realizes her own feelings for Mr. Knightley when she believes Harriet has captured his interest. When the secret engagement between Frank and Jane is revealed, Emma is surprised but not heartbroken, as she was never truly in love with Frank. Frank's engagement to Jane causes a scandal in the village, but eventually the couple is accepted by their families. Emma and Mr. Knightley. Realizing that she has been wrong in her judgments, Emma reflects on her behavior. Mr. Knightley, who has always been honest with Emma and often gently criticized her, confesses that he has loved her all along. Emma realizes that she loves Mr. Knightley too, and they become engaged. Happy endings. In the end, Harriet reconciles with Robert Martin and agrees to marry him. Much to Emma's relief, Emma and Mr. Knightley marry, bringing the story to a happy conclusion. Emma learns valuable lessons about love, humility, and the consequences of meddling in others' lives. Themes: social class in marriage. The novel explores the importance of social status in marriage in the early 19th century, highlighting how these factors influenced people's lives and relationships. Self-discovery. Emma's journey is one of self-discovery, where she learns about her own flaws and matures over the course of the novel. Friendship and love. The novel also emphasizes the value of genuine friendship and the difference between superficial attraction and true love. Conclusion. Emma is a story about growing up, learning from mistakes, and finding true love. Through humor and keen social observation, Jane Austen portrays the challenges of love in society in a way that remains relevant and enjoyable today.